In the age of the supercoach and the fashion for big-name managers with a discernible philosophy to their game, the art of in-game influence is rather lost. In the age of the supercoach and the fashion for big-name managers with a discernible philosophy to their game, the art of in-game influence is rather lost. Mauricio Pochettino is loved, and rightly so, by Tottenham fans, for turning things around on a relative budget to such an extent that his team are now title challengers, and have been the most consistent team in the country over the past 3 years. So successful has his high-tempo, high-pressing tactic been that his impact from the touchline during games, or more accurately, lack thereof, is completely overlooked. Tottenham substitutes have scored only 1 goal this season, Moussa Sissoko's bundled 91st-minute effort that was fortunate not to be ruled an own goal to put Spurs 4-0 up at Huddersfield. It was hardly the genius of the manager that brought that situation about. Pochettino's substitutes have also failed to provide a single assist in Premier League or Champions League games this season. Sissoko bundles the ball home to score the only of Spurs' goals this season by a substitute credit. Getty Images. The fact that Tottenham often go ahead does not negate the need for impact from the bench. They got away with it when beating Bournemouth 1-0 recently, but very nearly threw away their lead. Home draws with Burnley and Swansea were crying out for a match-winning substitution. On each occasion Pochettino's changes came too late and made no telling impact. The average time of Spurs' first substitution in Premier League games this season is the 69th minute, which is the second latest after Southampton, whose subs have only provided 2 goals this season. Spurs' second substitution tends to come in the 81st minute and their third in the 89th minute, both are by a distance the latest in the entire league. One might argue that Pochettino's bench isn't strong enough to make an impact, but given most clubs would kill to have Fernando Llorente, Danny Rose, Eric Dyer and Moussa Sissoko among their substitutes, as Spurs did against Liverpool on Sunday, they can't reasonably use that as a defence. Goals and assists by subs. Premier League 2017-18, at Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp's numbers follow a similar pattern to those of Pochettino, with his subs accounting for just 1 goal and 1 assist in Premier League games this season. Both came from Daniel Sturridge when Liverpool's squad stretches significantly deeper than that fact suggests. Klopp's first substitution has been made in the 65th minute, on average, this season, though that will be skewed by his 31st minute hooking of Dejan Lovren at Wembley on Sunday. Generally, Klopp, too, waits until late on to try and affect a game, and his subs have had limited impact as a result. Antonio Conte showed the value in changing things early up front in Chelsea's 4-2 win over Watford last week, when Michy Batshuayi came on after 61 minutes and scored twice from the bench with his side staring a third defeat in a row in the face. Chelsea's substitutes have provided 5 goals and assists this season. Manchester clubs City and United are unsurprisingly at the top of the table for goal involvement by substitutes this season given their strength in depth, but even Slave and Bilic struggling West Ham and Everton under the now-sacked Ronald Koeman are faring pretty well in this regard, with 5 and 4 goals or assists by subs, respectively. Crucially, all of these managers are making all of their substitutions earlier than both Pochettino and Klopp. Jose Mourinho's first substitution comes in the 63rd minute, Pep Guardiola's in the 59th, Koeman in the 55th, Bilic and Conte's in the 53rd, the joint earliest in the Premier League. Where some managers are proactive in trying to use their bench to influence a match, Pochettino and Klopp seem to wait in the hope that the 11 players entrusted to start will eventually come good. All too frequently, delaying leaves it too late and their substitutes have too little time to impact the game.